Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Warrior. This is episode 18, and I am just super psyched that we are actually hitting another halfway point, because this is episode 18. We're about to hit episode 20. I am so stoked for it. I really am. Today I just wanted to talking about looking your best, even when you're just at home, because you need to have a little confidence booster. And I'm learning that myself because, for those of you who know or may not know, I am a tomboy, but I'm also a female. And since I was little, I was always a tomboy, but I'm learning to, like more female stuff, but I am straight, just so you know. But what I'm, learning about just is becoming an everyday warrior is confidence. Confidence is such an important thing to have, that if you have confidence and if you have discipline, you can pretty much, if you put your mind to it, you can pretty much do anything you put your mind to. Unless, make sure it's legal, though. But you guys get what I'm saying. And as I'm recording this, I'm pretty much, learning from what I'm telling you guys. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Superwoman. I'm not She-Ra. I'm not Wonder Woman. Like, no. I'm human just like you guys. I learn things every day like you guys. Life is just a learning experience. This, past couple of days, I was going through a lot, medically with my body. And something I've learned is to not give up when things get painful. And it's like your body's going through so much, but you learn not to give up. And I'm learning that every day. Your body goes through a lot, but you learn not to give up. Like I said before, it's so easy to give up, but it's so hard to keep going and pushing forward. Because you're like, wow, I feel like giving up. I feel like I shouldn't be here anymore. But it's always at that darkest moment when something wonderful happens or a miracle happens, and you're like, wow, I need to keep going. And you find a purpose. You find strength. You find courage. And that's how you learn to become a warrior. You find, yourself to become a leader. And in my podcast, I talk a lot about consistency. I talk a lot about how it's important to be faithful. It is. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm not trying to. What I'm trying to get across is that it's so easy to give up, but it's so hard to keep going, and meaning in that you should never give up on what your goal is. I need to learn about exercising, because I know how to exercise, but I've been going through a lot, so I need to find my motivation. So I'm relearning motivation. But once you have that motivation, you need to keep going. When, like I said, what I'm telling you guys, I'm reminding myself. I hope you guys, like these podcasts. Again, you can just download the Spreaker app. Go to my first and middle name, Kristen Marie, and then you find the episodes of The Warrior. Or you can just go on the website, look up my first and middle name, Kristen Marie, and you can just check that out. Check out the episodes I've made. When I go for my podcast, I make sure they're live on Facebook, and now I'm just putting it on YouTube. I just started going live on YouTube as well, but more or less it's always on Facebook, majority of it. But I hope you guys do like, my episodes I put out there for you guys. And I make sure I stay consistent with my podcast, you know what I'm saying? And, I hope to, make it worldwide. I hope to, make it more than, what it is now. But I know it's going to take some time. I love you guys. I hope you have a nice and wonderful day. I love you guys. And I hope that you continue to keep pushing forward and to stay motivated even though you're going through your hard times. Even though things look bleak. Still keep pushing forward. I love you guys. Bye.